Now that we have doors and windows in our house or our little place that we got going on here, the very next step is putting furnishings, appliances, and fixtures inside. So that's the fun part. That's like the interior decorating because we got all the other stuff laid out and planned out. Now, one thing to keep in mind is make sure that whatever you're selecting and putting in, you're not putting too much, you're not putting not enough. It's like a happy medium and it's appropriate for the space that you need to put it inside of. So, in order to furnish it, up here there's like a little armchair. You click on that, and then there's an entire library of like furnishings you can start like decorating the house with. First, I mean, if you want to, you can paint the inside of the walls. Um, I mean, there's other textures as well. So let's say you want like carpet or hardwood floors, you could do carpet and then like a specific color. Like let's say, for example, I want to have a cream color for carpets. I can take it and drag it and drop it in here. In my living room, I could have, for example, if I go back, I can have like hardwood floors, which is pretty cool. Let's see, paints. Let's do paints on walls. I think for me, I'm gonna go with one of these shades over here. I like not too dark, but this right here I think is good. So what I'll do is I'll just drag it and drop it in. Oh, looks like it messed up. I guess it it did not the floors, or not the walls, but the floors. So it looks like what you have to do is you have to drag it and drop it onto the actual wall itself. And then when you go into the 3D, if I zoom out here, or center, yeah, there it is. It should be on the wall itself, right over here. All right, now if we go back, besides doing those things, one thing that you could always do, and these are your recently used, by the way, that way you can keep things kind of like common. This is kind of like the, I'd say, library of furniture and stuff like that. One thing to keep in mind is sometimes I found that if you type in like a fridge, you don't always get the right thing that pops up. Like for example, these are not fridges. So maybe if I go to the kitchen, I might have something that, oh, there we go, that pops up fridge. So you got to make sure if you select something and search, it's in the right area. And I mean, you can also just search by just the kitchen. So if I just want to look for like kitchen appliances, I can do that. If I just want to leave this blank and search for bedroom, I can do that. And there's literally hundreds of things in here. And it's pretty simple. It's just basically thinking about how you want to lay it out. So if I want a queen bed, I click and hold and drag it, pull it in, and then you try to snap it to, you don't want it to be on top of the wall, obviously, or out in the middle. Try to put it in a place that's like appropriate. So I think I want to put it like right here. And if you want to, you can always drag it like that. And then you can think about the other furnishings you might want to have in here. Like for example, I think one thing that I probably would want to have is like maybe like a little end table or a dresser. Probably like a dresser. So if it's like a little girl's room, you could do like a jewelry chest. There's all kinds of things in here, which makes it really cool and creative for like whatever you like. We can view more if we want to. The bedroom chairs. Let's do bedroom furniture. And there's all these cool things you can select from. Beds. Holy beds. That's a lot of beds. Bedroom chairs. And one thing to keep in mind is when you're doing this, if you want to select or go back, you have to click on the previous one. So like for me, I think I want like a bedside table, like I said. So which one do I like here? Let's go with this one. I like that color. So I can click it and drag it. And I'm going to put that little guy right there next to my bed. And I think what I want to do is you can go back in here. Like I said, this is your recently used. And I want to have a second one on the other side. And so at this point, it's just a matter of like selecting what you want and just adding it. And there's all kinds of different things in here. Like for example, if you want like, I don't know, we're not going to do garden or outdoor right now. But see they have accessories. So if you want a mirror on a wall somewhere, like let's say you want like a mirror over here in this area, we can take a fancy mirror and stick it over there. Or one of these mirrors could be perfect for like a bathroom. If we want, we can put down like small little like throw rugs or area rugs. So we could stick like one of those guys like right here under the bed, which might be pretty cool. And then like, in my opinion, the best part, the most fun and satisfying thing is, I mean, you can move around anything however you want, which is good. But when you go to the 3D view, that's kind of where like all the magic happens. And if we recenter, zoom out, you have a beautiful rendering of like what this house looks like on the inside, which makes it really cool. And you're going to be constantly flipping back and forth, and it's not uncommon to go back and forth between 3D and 2D and just like deleting stuff and adding stuff. That's a pretty common practice.